Oh, the antiderivative. If you guys remember, we have when you have like an x to the n that you're doing the antiderivative of. Do you guys remember? We're going the exact opposite of a derivative. Exact opposite. Okay, so like when you guys do a derivative of x to the n, let's just show it, symbolically. We would drop the n, right? We multiply the n, and then you take one away from the n, right? That's the power rule. So the first step was multiply expo two coefficient, two term. I guess there's two term. Because x to the n is our term. And then what was the second step? Subtract 1 from expo. Okay, so that's the regular power rule. That's the regular derivative. So if we do the antiderivative, what would be the exact opposite? So we got to start from here and work our way back doing the opposite. Okay, so what would I do first? What's the first thing I would do? I would add 1, and then what would be the second thing I do? Divide by n plus 1. Like divide by the new exponent, right? So it's the exact opposite. Add 1. Remember, it was subtract 1 before. Add 1 to expo. And then the second part is divide by new expo. Okay, so now we're looking at this. What you have to be careful about is you have to be really careful about the negative. Okay, you'll be tempted. You'll want to do stuff in your head, and that's fine. You can practice doing stuff in your head. Do not do stuff in your head on assessments. Never. Okay, you want to write everything. Okay, if you write everything, you have less of a chance of making a mistake. -5 plus 1 is -4. And then we're dividing that by -4. Okay, now this is one way to write the answer, and it's not wrong. Okay, another way to write the answer is to acknowledge there's a 1 there, and you can take that x and you can put them down with the 4, but then the exponent becomes positive. Another way to write this is you can put the negative in front of the whole fraction. Another way to write this is you can put the negative on the 1 and have a 4x to the -4 on the bottom. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? Now, depending on what you're doing, one of these ways to write the answer might be the easier way to write the answer. Here's another way you can write the answer. You can say -1/4 times x to the -4. And you can leave the exponent as a negative, but now it's not in the fraction. It's right outside the fraction. So all these answers are correct. And in calculus, it doesn't matter which one you use. You'll get it correct. Because we're not in Algebra 1. Algebra 1 would be like, no negative exponents. Calculus, we don't care. All right? Except when you do multiple choice, they're going to write it with no negative exponents. Okay?